One minute I was with you, and the next, you were gone. Someone's watching us, Kimia. But I don't want you to worry. That's my job. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but everywhere I go, I see them too. Work, the corner store, in the park. They're tracking us. So I tell the cops that someone's out to get us, but they don't listen to me. No one ever does. Time to take matters into my own hands. It's my turn to follow them. Figure out who they are. I end up at this abandoned school in Harlem, and I'm already beginning to regret this. I find them, and they're waiting for me, with all sorts of weapons. What the hell have I walked into? They're circling me, Mija. Oh, wishing I'd just stayed home with you, Kimia. Helped you with your homework. Made you the one meal that I know how to cook. But it's too late now. I ask them what they want, and all they say is, the beast inside me. But that ain't been me for a long time. Just like I promised you. I tell them to leave us alone, but they don't care. They shoot me with a net, try to hold me down. I was sand before I knew it. I'm so ashamed, but I had no choice. I gotta get back to you. I lose the creeps at the school and come home. Walk through the front door. But you're not there. They are. What have they done to you, Kimia? I start yelling, losing my cool. If they did anything to you, I can feel the sand about to take over. And then they splash me with some chemical. Don't know what it is, but trying my hardest to stay awake. I'm fading fast until I see black. I wake up in some kind of dungeon. Lots of empty cells around. You're not here. But are you okay? They say their boss is coming soon, and that he wants to meet me. I'm not waiting around. Sorry to break our promise, Kimmy, but I'll tear this city apart to find you. I tried to be the best dad for you, Kimia. I really did. All I can do is hope they didn't get you, and that you're safe at your mom's. I love you so much, Mija. We'll be together again one day. I know it.
Whoever started talking about cities as playgrounds was definitely thinking about New York City. A bodega franchise is copying another bodega's mascot, who is a cat dressed like me. Only in New York, baby. Maybe it's because I've grown up with it, but it feels like chess's natural state is to be played outdoors in a park. Reminds me of when I fought the vulture and someone tried to use his broken-off wings to fly to Long Island. This is much safer. This was the first bridge I swung across after I got my powers. All the cars honked. The tourists taking photos yelled at me to get out of their shots. It was nice. favorite place to watch basketball, hands down. First time I swung past it on the way home, I ended up perched on a lamppost staring for 2 hours. Well, given all that's happened in the last few years, predicting increasingly wild events only seems sensible. These people are out here every week dancing in ways that break my brain. I've actually been studying them for ideas on how to dodge better. Harry's favorite tennis court. With some luck, I'll be able to afford a membership when I'm 40. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll never be a member. Protesters like these are the reason why Oscorp's been speeding up their payouts lately. Respect to anyone who performs in front of an audience. I did an open mic set once. Aunt May was the only one laughing in the whole crowd. And she was hooting. One time, these guys started to play music to match the fight I was in down the street. It was like I had my own bards. Love wins. The timekeeper. He always made sure I got to class on time when I was at ESU. Don't think I could have managed college and the whole superhero thing without him. Can't imagine how hard it is to open a food business in New York, let alone find success with it. Does any other city have fans like this? Accidents aren't unique to New York, but it does feel like they happen a lot here. At least these two are all right. Robbie recommended this place back when MJ and I were first going out. So cool. Totally made up for my obscene sweating from fighting Rhino that day. Little Odessa has one of the oldest farmers markets in the city. What better place to find a slice of New York life? Uncle Ben taught me baseball here. We watched a game together, then we threw the ball around a few times. I hit him in the ear. I tried to enter a hot dog eating competition with this guy last year, but the crowd booed me out after I asked for ketchup. If this city doesn't have the thing you want, you're probably not looking hard enough. Ah, the old days.
Never thrown a flying disc across rooftops before, but my neighbor and I used to talk to each other at night using flashlights and Morse code. Guess Teo must be doing pretty well if he has his own copycats now. We gotta have the best outdoor chess talent in the world, right? Or at least we got the most. I mean, I get it. Beaches are packed this time of year. I thought this was the coolest bridge when I was growing up. And now that I get to swing across it every week, I know it is. Dad taught me all about ball right here. We watch a game, play one, then repeat until the sun went down. And one time until it came back up. I gotta be honest, none of this sounds that ridiculous. For New York. I've seen them show up every day to do these dance-offs. I kinda wanna jump in. Well, mostly just wanna stare and all. This court used to be free. Then some startup bought the building and put in a membership program. Props to these people. They've lasted way longer than the Roxxon protesters. My drama teacher, Mr. Nichols. He still goes out for auditions because he wants to learn more to teach us. What a legend. I always get inspired here. Just the back and forth, listening and responding, full improv. The only conversations I'll never get bored of. Love is love. The timekeeper, an ESU legend. He's been making sure students stay safe and get to class on time forever. Hope I get to know him if I get in. Wow. I remember when they were sharing a table with a smash burger vendor at the Harlem Street Fair. Good for them. Some people thank you for helping out. Others dress up as you and come up with terrible catchphrases. Looks like everyone's okay. Honestly, some days it feels like getting into an accident here is a rite of passage. Uncle Aaron told me he hang around here with Dad all the time. Definitely gonna check it out when I'm old enough. This is where I saw Spider-Man for the first time. Pete had just saved some people and looked so cool, though not everyone agreed. I played baseball here one summer with kids from school. We'd run around challenging other teams, talking ourselves up, but we lost every game. Finn and I did a food competition with this guy once. Chicken nuggets. Both of us threw up. But he got the crowd to give us a standing ovation. Dad swore by this place. Took him weeks to get me and Ma to try it. But once we did, we became converts for life. Love going to the matches with Ma. She always cheers when they break out the chairs. Like, a lot.
On. First things first. We have to put together a pitch for investors. Wait, Cole, are you recording?
Yep, we're rolling.
I don't understand why we have to record all this.
Because we're all going to be famous one day. And our fans are going to want to peek behind. First things first. First things first. We have to put together a pitch for investors. Wait, Cole, are you recording?
Yep, we're rolling.
I don't understand why we have to record all this.
Because we're all going to be famous one day. And our fans are going to want to peek behind the curtain, so to speak.
Ugh, okay. Well, for the pitch, I can put together a prototype illusion that will blow your mind.
Great idea. We also still need to come up with a name for our attractions.
How about Mysteriums?
No. We will not use the name Mysterio in any way, shape, or form.
People are gonna call you Mysterio whether you like it or not.
But I am not Mysterio anymore. I am Quentin Beck, Master Illusionist.
Okay, let's talk image. We'll want to assure investors you're not the criminal you once were.
I've done my time. Shouldn't that be enough?
Unfortunately not. Let's talk about your origin. What led you to become Mysterio in the first place?
Is this really necessary?
If you want to be successful, yes.
I guess it was ego, mostly.
We all have egos, Quentin.
Not like mine.
Why are you recording us having lunch?
I figured our fans will want to know a little about you and how you got to know Quentin.
He was my neighbor growing up. We played together sometimes, but then he went to a different school. He was way more advanced than the rest of us regular kids.
I can totally see that. Was he always so creepy and weird?
Cole, that's... That's not nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's harmless, I think. But if I could find another job, I would.
You're making the right choice to stay. He's a genius. As soon as the world sees what we're doing, we're all going to be very, very rich. I've got some bad news. Our pitch was rejected.
By who?
Everyone.
Ah! Idiots! Can't they see how we're creating the future of entertainment?
Oh, they love the technology. Just not the talent.
You mean me? The ex-con.
Let's come up with a different strategy. We've got something amazing here. We can make this work. Somehow. Gather round, team. Got some good news. We got our funding.
Finally. Who's the investor?
Me. I secured a business loan with some appalling terms, but at least it got approved.
Betsy, I'm flattered you'd put so much faith in me. But...
Not just you, Quentin. In all three of us. I have full confidence we will make this venture successful. Quentin, we need to talk.
As you can see, I'm busy.
I'm sensing some emotions from you right now.
Emotions. You know, when I was in prison, I learned a lot about emotions. How to control them.
I know you're upset about the whole Mysterium thing, Quentin. But you need to get on board here. The Mysterio name is marketable. Quentin Beck is not.
Without Quentin Beck, you'd have nothing to sell. So it seems like you need to get on board with me and my emotions.
Cole, you're bleeding.
Yeah, I know. What the hell, man?
It appears to be a minor injury.
Wait, these illusions are just illusions, right?
I think I cracked a tooth.
Well, the illusions should be harmless. Unless someone's doing something they shouldn't be doing. Right, Cole?
Don't look at me like that. This was not my fault.
Well then, this is quite the mystery.
Quentin, we have to talk.
You seem to want to talk a lot. But what is it that you actually do as part of this endeavor?
Cole discovered some hidden routines in the Mysterium code. We can scan bank cards in our customers' pockets?
A 21st century parlor trick. We use that information to look at their purchase history, browsing history, create a bespoke world that makes our audience believe in the unbelievable.
But if it gets out that we have people's bank information...
I'm the only one with the encryption codes, and I haven't told anyone. What about you?
No, of course not.
Then as long as you and Cole keep it to yourselves, our secret is safe. Right?
Right. You sure he's not listening? He has his tricks, you know.
No, we're safe.
He's acting very weird.
You mean weirder?
He's gone quiet all of a sudden. Won't speak to me.
Do we have a way out in case he gets violent or something?
We'll be fine. Here he comes. Let's talk more later.
I think he's on to us.
If so, there's only one solution. We need him alive.
What do we do? Just tie him up? Or something?
Yes! Good idea. We set him up as the fall guy in case anyone catches on.
Yeah, like, tell everyone he went full Mysterio?
Exactly! He would be the one most likely to steal money, not the two women who aren't former supervillains. Now we just need to figure out how to get the richest people in the city into these Mysteriums.
Okay, but there's still some code that I haven't figured out, and...
The Spider-Men will help us with that.
Ha! That's brilliant. Heroes always looking to help.
And if all goes to plan, we'll have millions in the bank before anyone catches on. And when they do, Quentin goes back to prison. And we retire in style.